28-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, you block over here. 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's Rodgers to throw. There goes a deep ball. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown. Green Bay. Davante Adams, 40 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yeah.
Now Balaj. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. On the right side open is Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 56 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Yo, kill! 3 down.
They run it with Balazs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit, it's out. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Hey, color. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ringo. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5". Jumbo! You ain't got nothing. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
88.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Buying time, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Vince Beagle coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Check three. Watch the safety creep. 49, check 49. PPP. Protein spill. Hey, watch the ship.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Balaj. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. The tackle made by Ken Crawley. On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Adams has it, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 38 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Recon, 132 fighter.
play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 29.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
42. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. 34. Check 25. X3. 218. Jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Sponge. No. Check. Hey, color. Tackle. 52 and 56.
From the 41, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Jim.
Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Regular. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
22 jet bomber. 42. It's just me.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. it's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 8. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 6'6", pull it high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 48 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, defense, all day. Easy. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Preston Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check 26, check 26. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 3rd down, it's Walton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, color. Go.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
He's checking crap. Check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Rodgers throwing here. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short.